I'm gonna love you.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another fantasy franchise commentary video. Today we have the divisional round of the Rams versus the Chicago Bears. Also, again, guys, I'll have my Twitch down in the description down below. I stream all these games and then I make them into videos, obviously. But with that being said, we're going to hop into this playoff game and see what goes down. Now, the first play, 2nd and 8 for the Rams. Where Ryan Arakpo gets in the backfield and sacks Aaron Rodgers, so it's 3rd and 15. Next play, it's going to be 3rd and 15. Rodgers sitting in the pocket, decides to roll out to the right and gets sacked again by Chris Long, whipping out his slong on him, you know what I'm saying? And that will force a punt. So 3rd and 8 for the Bears here. About over 2 minutes left in the first quarter, and they lob a pass right to Charles Clay, but the Rams will decide to challenge this and say he does not have possession. And we're going to look at this. Boom, he has control, goes down on the ground, and he gets up immediately. I wish I had Charles Clay's core strength right here. If I could get up like that, I'd be getting all the bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. But anyways, it would stand as a completed catch. So a first down for the Bears. Now, 1st and 10 for the Bears later on in the drive on the 10-yard line. Looking to score, possibly. Man in motion, Charles Clay in the slot. Looking, runs out of the pocket. Driscoll gets stuffed at the 1-yard line. And that would be a 2nd and 1 for the Bears. And they decide the QB sneak. Driscoll gets a touchdown, and they're going to take a 6-0 lead. But they also decide to go for 2 and see if they can take an 8-0 lead. Play action pass looking, Dion Lewis wide open, and Driscoll throws in dirt. So 6-0. So second quarter, a little bit over 4 minutes left. The Bears get the ball later in this game. Handoff, looking, it's play action, and finds his man Amara Darboh and goes all the way almost to the 40, excuse me, or the 35. So they get stuffed at the 36. They decide to do a screenplay, and Driscoll gets strip sacked, and the Rams would get the fumble. So now, 3rd and 4 for the Rams. Big crucial 3rd down right here, and Rodgers just finds Lockett, spins a man out of his shoes. No one can catch him. No one's got Tyler Lockett's speed, and he would go all the way in for 6. So it's tied in 6-6, but the extra point gets blocked. And it gets recovered by the Rams, but we got a 6-6 game with 1:05 left in the second quarter. The Bears get the ball, decide to kick the field goal, and they shank the shit out of it, and it's still 6-6 at halftime. But the Bears get the ball at on the next kickoff after halftime. So 3rd and 7 for the Bears. Play action pass looking, just kind of forces it nowhere near Amara Darboh, and it's going to be picked off by the Rams, and then we're going to return it to the 24-yard line. Now, coming back, another play-action pass, wide open. Amara Darboh gets in for 6 and gives them a late third quarter lead. So it's going to be 12-6 with a minute left. You can see Lamar Miller would be out of the game with his dislocated elbow. He would not return. So the Bears would decide to go for 2, making it a 14-6 game. Can they get it done? Yes, they can, and Dion Lewis catches it for 2. So we got 14-6 later on in the Rams drive. 2nd and 10 with less than 5 minutes left. You just throw it to his receiver, corner route, and he's wide open for the score. So it would be 12-14 right now, and they decide to go for 2. So can the Rams capitalize on this 2-point conversion to tie up this game, possibly? So it's going to be handoff to Kareem Hunt, and it gets sniffed out immediately by Gerald McCoy. So it'll be 12-14. So later on in the fourth quarter, with a little bit over 2 minutes left, they're going to go play action. Driscoll looking in the pocket, lobs it, but overthrows Brandon Marshall. That would bring up a 4th and 4, and they would decide to kick the field goal. So the kick is up by Zerline. The kick is up, and it is good. So it would make it 17-12 A minute left. First and goal for the Rams. On their drive, finds a man wide open, and they would go in for the score. So Aaron Rodgers gets another touchdown under his belt, but they decide to go for 2. So making it 18-17. This would make it a 20-17 game, and they just give them enough room to force that pass in there, and Watson would decide to catch that for 2. So 20-17 looking. Driscoll finds a man for a first down, and Marshall will get tackled at the 49-yard line. They would use one of their timeouts. Next play, Driscoll looking in the pocket, lobs it to his man, wide open Amara Darboh again, and they would get down to the 12-yard line. And they don't need to use a timeout because he gets forced out of bounds. So, on the 13 with 19 seconds left, 2nd and 11. Driscoll in the pocket looking, doesn't find anything. He tries to get a pass, doesn't find anything, runs out of the pocket, gets to the 5-yard line, and that stops the clock at 11 seconds remaining. So they would decide 3rd and 3 just to hand it off to Dion Lewis, and he gets stuffed. So the Bears would also decide to call at their final timeout with 3 seconds remaining, trying to force this game into overtime and kick the field goal. So Greg Zuerlein kicks it. He takes too much time and it gets blocked, but he recovers it. But he gets tackled about at the 18, and that would be the game. The Bears would get eliminated from the playoffs, and the Rams would move on. With that being said, I'm going to show you guys the next round of the playoffs, and also who wins the Super Bowl as well, with the rest of this, the playoffs. And I'm pissed that I didn't get to, go to the Super Bowl. But hey, that's okay. So, as you can see, the Bills lose to the Broncos, and the Rams lose to the Cowboys. So the Broncos and Cowboys will be playing in the Super Bowl. And Denver beats Dallas 38-35, and that would end the season. Now, if I make the playoffs again this season, guys, I will make videos on this. Also, I did my draft. I got a whole lot of good players from the free agency that I got, and I got a new quarterback. I got Shea Patterson, Chase Winovich, and Devin Bush for Michigan. So with that being said, guys, until the next video, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, take care. See you later.